What's up, AVNation? It's your boy Hi-Fi, the AV professional. Join myself and Victoria Ferrari on the next episode of the AV App Show as we check out Starleaf, video conferencing in the cloud. I'm always so impressed by the cable management up there. I mean, you look up, it's just like nothing.
The network for the AV industry.
What are you listening to?
This
is AV.
This
is AVNation.
This is AVNation.
Hello, AV Nation. Welcome to the AV App Show. We're doing it again. I'm here with my co-host, Victoria Ferrari. Victoria, how are you today?
Great. Happy to be here.
Good, me too, right? This is one of the most fun shows in the world that I can think of that is not hyperbole. That is just the truth. So let's see. Today we're going to be rocking it into a pretty cool platform. Again, that's what I love about this show is that we can take something that has an app component and because it has that app component, really explore the entire collaboration suite of products that they might offer. And so in this case, we're going to be looking at Starleaf. All right, so Victoria, you want to give us a little bit of background on what Starleaf is, what they do?
So Starleaf is a video conferencing solution, but they're really not a Me Too product. They started, with collaboration and video conferencing in mind. The owners of the company were the original inventors of the Kodian bridge. And so for those of you watching who don't know what that was pretty much the first video conferencing bridge and it was, back end piece of hardware like that everyone knows. It did the VCS gateway, it did the firewall transversal, the bridging, all of that things that were needed on the back end to do video conferencing for multi-parties. So kind of before that, it was just point to point. So that's one cool thing is they were the inventors of Kodian, which then got bought by Tandberg, which allowed for Tandberg to have a lot of success. And then eventually, Cisco bought Tandberg, and they were still using that original Kodian infrastructure with just, the Cisco spin on it or sticker or whatever, however you want to put it. And so Starleaf then spun off of that, and the owners are still involved in the day-to-day. The CEO and CTO and some of the higher ups were with the original company Kodian, and they started Starleaf. And Starleaf is a video conferencing solution that has both hardware, software, and then the infrastructure in the cloud. And for me personally, what makes it special is that they are infrastructure specialists. They invented it and they know a lot about it. And so the way that they do it in the cloud is just second to none. It's just their tagline is video conferencing that works. And we use it personally at my company for our video needs, and I've sold it to a bunch of clients and everyone just loves it.
Yeah, and it looks like a very sleek, cool product. Obviously, that's a busy space. It's kind of like the, who's going to win the wireless war with who's going to win the soft codec war, and so all the big guns are coming out with their own products, whether it be Polycom, Cisco, and then you've got the folks that just play in the cloud like a Pexip, but not very many that offer, the hardware and the true cloud infrastructure. And I always dig it when it's kind of pioneers of certain technology, that just naturally evolve into this next thing, because it's, it speaks to their experience with being able to pull off something like this. And for some people, their next venture is highly successful. And then other people, there's this dude who did like X.com and PayPal. I think his name is Elon Musk. And I don't think anything ever happened with him. He didn't do anything since then.
Right.
But that's okay. Everybody's not a lifelong innovator. No, I'm kidding, of course. But yeah, it just, it kind of reinforces, I think, brand trust when it's like, look, we've already got this massive technological innovation under our belt with the Kodian bridge, which, as you said, yes, was the kind of the keystone to early multi-point video conferencing. And so, yeah, it's very impressive. And of course, you're going to want to give a look at anything that guys like that put back out into our tech universe.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So cool. So they do cloud, they do actual hardware. What about the app? How's their app experience?
So the app is, the first one I tried was, on the iPad. And what was really cool about it is it looks exactly like the soft codec. So no matter if, it's all about the user experience. It's not like they're calling your cloud on your iPad or they're calling your soft codec on your laptop. It's more like they're calling you. And as a user, to have the same exact GUI and user interface, that's pretty powerful. Now, they did have to change it up a little bit for the phone, and it's still just as intuitive, super easy. What I like about it is now I can, just using 4G, I can be on a video call at a customer site to one of my guys and be like, hey, so-and-so disconnected this cable here. Can you take a look? Where should I plug it back in? Kind of thing. And I've used it like that before. So it's pretty powerful. It's just as easy as the soft client. In fact, it's easier. There's less buttons. It's just, push to talk and you're on a video call.
Yeah, and I think that's what you would hope for. When you've got a streamlined hardware interface, go ahead and streamline the GUI for me as well, so I can just jump right in and start making calls. And that's pretty cool. One other, just kind of point that I would like to mention, and just to kind of parallel that wireless discussion, forever it was, that's a cool wireless product, but does it do iOS mirroring? That was kind of like the golden ticket. And so in the soft codec war, forever it was, yeah, that's cool, but does it do Link or does it do Skype for Business? Does it do Skype? Because it doesn't matter if we put in the baddest, $100,000 video conferencing room, to date, somebody inevitably in that room will be like, cool, can I call my friend on Skype? It's like,
yeah,
why would you want to? But they're really pushing into a legitimate business model with the Link integration.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, Microsoft wants to take over the world, and Skype for Business is being rolled out, as much as I hate that, but that's my own opinion. But, it is, I mean, it's everywhere, and people know Skype. And I mean, it's kind of like, the whole Kleenex thing, like, give me a Kleenex. Well, it's actually a tissue, but, Kleenex branded that. And that's like, let's make a Skype call, So yeah, that's another cool thing about Starleaf is they play in the Skype for Business space. So they have hardware that's available, because Skype for Business, when you think about Skype in general, it's like it's on your laptop, so how are you going to use it in a room? Are you going to take your laptop and, share it with people? I mean, you got a boardroom, full of 20 people sitting at a table. How are you going to pick them all up? How are you going to see them all on a laptop? But that's where Starleaf has come in, and they provide an integrator's solution, a piece of hardware that's got inputs and outputs. You can use any mics. You don't have to have proprietary, certain structure mics or whatever. You can use any mic that you want, any type of microphones. They have a PTZ camera solution. So really you can bring Skype into a room and have that hardware registered to your Skype for Business infrastructure and make Skype calls from the room in the right way.
Yeah, and you hit it. Skype kind of won the branding war there. And if you want more information on Skype or Starleaf, just Google it. They won too. So let's wrap it on the app. So again, the AVApp show, as we described, the app itself is pretty sleek, pretty easy to use. I'd say most importantly, it has an intuitive user interface that enables you to make and receive calls. And did we point out, I believe we had mentioned that it's free of charge if you own the hardware. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, the app is free for anyone. But if you own the hardware, you get unlimited user invites, guest invites, they call it. And so you can email anyone. So one piece of hardware and you get unlimited invites. And the thinking behind that is, soft codecs and video conferencing in that way is going to go to zero. I mean, Skype's free today. And so Starleaf realizes that, they want to get video everywhere and get people calling over video and have it just be second nature. And so, yeah, if it's unlimited, there's a little button on the codec, the soft codec. You just hit invite and email it to anyone you want. And if they've got a webcam, they got a good connection, they can call in over video.
Cool. Perfect.
Yeah.
So with that app, let's say we were going to rank it. It's fall. There are a lot of stars out, but there's also a lot of leaves. So let's say we're gonna rank this thing in leaves. How many leaves would you give it out of 5?
Well, me, as Mosey has said in a previous show, I'm a fan girl of the solution. We use it internally, and I've sold it to several clients who just love it. So I'm going to give it a 5.
Boom.
5 leaves.
We're going to be breaking out. We're going to have to buy new rakes and bags for all these leaves. So, I don't have necessarily that brand loyalty. I am impressed by what I've seen of the GUI, its usability, its functionality. So I'll probably sit closer to 4.5 leaves just because I don't have that super in-depth hands-on experience with it as you do. But still 4.5 leaves. I mean, that's fall around here, Fall time is in the air. So there you have it. The Starleaf app and, of course, accompanying hardware, software, the entire platform. Check it out, starleaf.com. Pretty cool. So there you go. Another episode of AVApps in the can. Miss Victoria Ferrari, where can we find you on the interwebs?
You can find me on Twitter at Victoria0429, which is my birthday, by the way, April 29th. Or you can find me on Synergy. I do some blogs for us there. That's the company I work for. It's synergyct.com. I'm also on LinkedIn. And yeah, that's it.
Cool. And of course, I am your boy Hi-Fi, the AV professional, and you can find me on Twitter at _AV_probe. You can find me on YouTube at youtube.com/highfidelity, HIPHIDELITY. Occasionally, I do blog postings, videos for my company here at M3 Technology Group. And of course, you can find Victoria and myself, as well as a slew of other super talented podcast hosts and awesome shows every day on AVNation.tv. So there you have it. For all the haps on the latest AV apps, come and check us out on the AV App Show.
This has been a production of AVNation TV. Find us on the web and on social media, Twitter, AVNation TV, Facebook, AV Week.